Oh, hey, Facebook, y'all come on in the room. I think I thought I was doing um I thought I was doing my morning walk. Y'all hold on a minute. They told me to rotate my screen. Now, I don't know how to do it the other way. Do I do it this way? Uh, rotate device. Uh, okay, it's locked. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? I guess they worked something out. Y'all come on in the room. This is what Tracy said. I've been on these YouTube streets for years. And back in 2010, first time I got my Facebook, but y'all come on through. Thanks for coming in. Um, Happy Thanksgiving. That's why I did this live now. Because I said, whoo, people was busy for Thanksgiving. I could tell all my business and wouldn't nobody get it. Come on in, because I have a love story for y'all. That's what that whole thing is about. I see the light. This is my second live, so y'all can be patient with me. Thank you very much. I have looked through the YouTube streets to see if I could find someone who talks about this subject, and can't find anyone. I am a T.S. Madison fan. Well, wait a minute. Before we even get there with her, because this love story happened at least 35 years before T.S. Madison. Probably happened before T.S. Madison was even a thought. But come on through, come on through. Let me lotion these hands. I'm trying to relax as I see the folks do. Okay, I think the next time I go live, I hope this doesn't look so hideous. But they have don't they have texts and stuff that know how to take care of this on YouTube until people get it straight? I think the next time I got to turn my screen sideways. That's what they mean by rotate it. I have it, we'll see. Who knows? Hey, y'all, come on in. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. No, I don't do all the Thanksgiving Day. So hang with me if y'all want to laugh. Anyway. I don't know whether to start off like Sophia and Golden Girls. Picture it. Bed-Stuy. 1983. Brownstone. A young divorcee, me, with a little girl. And so let me just get the story. And Martin was her name. I want to name her something else, but we'll as I go live and I tell y'all a story, then I think I want to rename her. She didn't live long enough for me to, for us. Oh man, I think about it right now. I was like, me and Martin, we would be having the best time now. The best time now. Because he would be free to be she. And we would just be out there, even old. And that's the whole reason for the story. Okay, let me, and then please don't write that my thoughts are choppy and stuff like that, because you're absolutely right, they are choppy and stuff like that. So, I was young. I was like 23, 24. And Martin was the neighborhood, the word that we don't use anymore. And in the evening, when the neighbors would come in from work, I was at home with my daughter. I, okay, I don't want to seem choppy, but a lot of babysitting problems I was having. So when I have a babysitting problem, no, I wasn't digging in my nose or on the side. I know y'all talk about everything. When I was having babysitting problems, basically, and I couldn't do anything, I had to leave. They didn't have all these daycare centers and government sponsored this and stuff. And then all my jobs as a receptionist or something in communications um, put me at 4 to 12 shift or 12 to 8 shift, 3 to 11, 1 to 7 or 8, or 12, 7, 1 to 8. Yeah. Those are all the shifts I have. When the daycare centers would be closed, they close at 7. I'm just leaving the job at 7. And as hard as I try, 9 to 5s went by seniority, you know. So I would find myself at home with my daughter, planning on, how I'm gonna get a next job, find a babysitter, then start the whole process over again. So in the evening, when my bedside neighbors used to come home, me and my daughter would be out there. That would be her like last chance to get some air. I think I got something between my two. And I would talk to the neighbors. And then my Martin, he wasn't my Martin then. He would come prancing across the street, coming down the block. That's what we call it. And I would smile because a gorgeous body. I mean, height. I mean, hourglass. I mean, beautiful legs. Okay, he didn't wear like hooky, what do we call them now, hooky heels. He had a couple of inches, you know, but what he had, he wore it well. Let me put it like that. And I would be sitting out there admiring him, and he would have his wig on, and as T.S. Medicine says, he was in the process of stepping his pussy up. Back then, it wasn't so easy, okay? It wasn't so easy to go and get all the stuff that transvestites and stuff take for granted now. Y'all take everything for granted now. So, but what he had, he worked it. He had these voluptuous lips that looked like, those Egyptian pharaohs. Oh, Jay-Z lips. Martin had like Jay-Z, the thick puckered, that you could just fall into. And honey, he put his makeup on perfectly. Mostly when he talked, you just looked at his perfect lips. Totally perfect. That's what I would do. I was, from the first time I saw him, prancing, passing me by. And of course, all the naysayers, all the haters was out. So I'd be like, hey, I didn't even know his name. I was like, hey. And he said, hey. And then, of course, all the haters, and they say, oh, that F word we don't say no more. Oh, he always over here. Oh, what's wrong? Look at that lip scraper. And they would just start. And I would just get up and leave because I'm not understanding what your problems are. I don't understand it. He was being him. Oh my God. Anyway, that's all we had in the beginning. I would just watch him. He, every now and again, he would get bold and wear culottes. But on him, it looked like a beautiful little mini skirt with those long legs. And well, not long for him because he was mostly all torso. He had a long body, and but the legs he had beautifully shaped. Yeah, I'm in the legs. Yeah, I do. I'm in the legs. So anyway, yeah, the naysayers to start. Oh, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that F word? Oh, he needs to go and do something. He needs to change. And I just couldn't understand. So one morning, I'm out with my daughter giving her air, and Martin comes down the street, but instead of being on the other side of the street, he crossed over to where I was with my daughter, and he came over to me and he said, "How do you think I look?" I don't know why he said that to me. He had to be trusted. You're beautiful. Didn't know what else to say. Did. He was beautiful. And then after that, he and I became real good friends. When he would come into the house, you know, or if I was outside and we would go in the house and we would, let me keep up with this time because, okay. And it was wonderful. Painting each other's nails. um, when I wasn't working, I think Martin helped me get a job at Robert Fion's beauty school because he taught me makeup. He would come in, instead of walking across the street on the other side, he would come over by me and I would talk. And of course, he beautiful makeup. I just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And then he called me plain Jane because I am a plain Jane. I don't know that kind of stuff, you know. Or maybe I'm not into it. Maybe I don't care. Anyway, not get ahead of myself. And Martin, he was great. So we would do makeup. I never did his hair because he wore wigs. He'd do my hair. Oh my goodness. I would say, Martin, why don't you go to cosmetology? Why don't you? And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it, girl. I'm gonna do it, girl. But we would do each other nails. We looked through the magazine together, and he would talk fashion to me. But going back to our, we did eye makeup. He understood eye makeup. He knew how to take that mascara and stuff, and it like a wand, voila, voila, and then I would be looking like, I mean, really good, and it was Martin. And so when I went to get a job, Robert Fion's beauty school came up, and I had been telling Martin, asking, why don't you go to cosmetology school? Why don't you go? I mean, so much talent. And then, well, I'm looking into Robert Fion's beauty school, and they need a financial aid officer. Well, it's another chance for me to find a babysitter and try to get back out there. And I went, and before I went, Martin made me up. Or as Tia said, I was said, oh man, paint my lips or something. Painted my face. Oh, Martin painted my face. When I went in there, they hired me. did my hair. I was looking good. I was looking good. And I got the job, and we were so excited. We were so excited. He and I, so excited. And then we went back to just hanging out together. I don't remember him being a big drinker, Martin. I wasn't a big drinker or a big smoker. I smoked cigarettes. We smoked cigarettes. Yeah, because I would pass him a cigarette. He passed me a cigarette. Yeah, we smoked cigarettes, Newports. And that's, oh yeah, because when he would come in, he said, "Girl, you got a cigarette?" So I was a cigarette supplier. And then sometimes we would talk, have serious talks. Um, he would come over to get a Midol, or I don't think we had Tylenol then. We just had aspirin. And he would come and he would get an aspirin because his period was on. And I knew I could understand the pain. I knew it, you know. Um, I mean, we weren't rich, and he wasn't rich. I think what it is Martin's. If you haven't figured out, a transgender woman. But back in the day, it wasn't so easy to be a transgender woman, and they wasn't hiring you. So it's not like you had money like that to buy the stuff that you wanted to buy. But Martin was living his truth. And for me, we instantly connected. So that's what it was. Oh, you got a cigarette? He coming in, girl, I'm coming in. You got a cigarette? I take it, and then we would sit down and talk. Or he would come over for the Midol and stuff like that because he was having bad cramps, you know. And I could relate. I could totally relate. Martin told me a story that it took me years to find out wasn't true. Okay. But this is how close me and Martin was. So Martin was, I got to watch my time because I want to get to the heart of the matter of the situation. Before they cut me off, I got to do math now. Anyway, um, don't start me to laugh. I'm looking at the time, and anytime, even when I do my walk in the morning, whenever I stop to look at the time, I get discombobulated. And I shouldn't because the time is right up there. Okay, so me and Mark, we shared everything. We shared. Um, I was already divorced. Um, he was my best good girlfriend. He was my Judy. It was my Judy. We did everything. I mean, if he had lived and if things hadn't been different, we were in the middle of the uh, crack epidemic when some president, whom I will not name, dropped all that coke in the communities for some Contras guns stuff. And some army person named Oliver, I'm not even going to, that's what we was going through. Then we had the AIDS, HIV, AIDS, and we didn't know what it was. We had no idea what it was. We didn't know what was going. And that's was the period in the time when me and Martin's friendship was much more special than friendship. And I just love when he put on lipstick. I just love just how perfect and lined it was and how he took the time to do it. And when he had money, and when I had money, to give him, he would get his makeup and stuff like that. But he couldn't get a job. It wasn't Excuse me. I have water and stuff just in case that would happen. So let's do this now. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, old people, we put our hands up. It's like the cough counts for something. Sorry, y'all. So one day, Martin came over. Because he was having contractions. He was having contractions. Um, because the baby was coming. So of course, just like with his menstrual cramps and stuff like that, I was like, well, come on in here and have a seat. Tell me what's going on. So he said he knew he was pregnant for some time. And I said, really, get out of here. How do gays get pregnant? I mean, what do you do? I mean, like I said, I was 23, 24. I didn't know. So Martin says, they have jelly babies. So I said, okay. Okay. So I just left college a little bit ago. I didn't graduate, but I had taken a few psychology classes. So I was like, okay. And we had to do a little program where we had to go to this mental institution thing. Well, anyway, I was like, okay. And he said, girl, you mean you didn't know gays could have babies? And I said, no, I had no idea. I said, but tell me what you want me to do. What you want? You want a heating pad? You want it? Okay. So I got like 8 minutes before they cut me off. So let me get to the hints. The reason for this Thanksgiving live. So I said to myself, this is the perfect time to go live to talk about it. I think, oh, okay. As you sit down for Thanksgiving and you see that brother, uncle, cousin, son that's around my age or older, and okay, they're bachelor for life, always like on the outside. I don't know if y'all can hear the dog drinking water, but she awful loud. So the crux of this story I'm trying to get to is at Thanksgiving today when you look over and you say, boy, he's never been married. He doesn't have anyone. He's been as they call it, a bachelor all his life. All right, okay. Let me just sidetrack. TLC had this show called, oh man, I can't remember. But it was where older men were basically uh they were closet. Okay, Bruce Jenner. They retired. They were hidden cross dressers, but now they want to come out and they want to they want to bring that inside out, like Martin. And I can't remember the name of the show, but the wives would leave them. They didn't understand. The girlfriends didn't understand. And I totally understood. I was like, I'm here for you, honey. I'm here. I want to do like me and Martin did. I want to do our nails. I want to do the lipstick. I want to do the makeup. I want to go to the spas. We're both old. It don't matter. I'll hold you up in your heels when you walk. Mm-hmm. I'll hold you up in your heels when you walk. Yes, I will. I'll be your good Judy. I'll be your lover. I'll be your model. You can dress me, make me up. We'll go out and wear matching dresses. Yes. Excuse me. Matching outfits. We can go jewelry shopping together. All the things I didn't get a chance to do with Martin. All the things I never got a chance to do with him. Well, before my life goes off, I didn't get a chance to do those things with Martin because, according to the guy that had the store at the corner, he was the last African American in, to to my knowledge, in this immediate area to have a store left. Mostly it was the Arabs, and we used to call them the Arabs. Go to the Arabs and get this. Go to Arabs. But Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, 1983, 82, 83. He was the only one left. And okay, I know I did. Okay, I have to tell you, there's more. I can't tell you all about me and Martin at in this little half hour. So of course I'll come back on and I'll do a live and we'll talk about Martin. Of course, if you've had a relationship with a transvestite or you have it, like I said, I'm not afraid to say it. I am madly in love with T.S. Madison, and my daughter can tell you. When she finally made her way to New York, the corona was supposed to make her way to New York, the coronavirus hit. I was devastated. I've had other friendships with transgender women. I just can't tell you all about it in this half hour. But hey, y'all, hit the subscribe, and hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and I'll put tomorrow's my birthday. I don't know if I'll schedule a live for tomorrow, my birthday. I don't know if I want to talk about Martin on my birthday. But um, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Madly in love with transgender, and at my age now, it's perfect. So at the table, when you see that uncle and or that is sweet or whatever, honey, refer him to my live and my chat because we need to chat. He's getting ready to have the best time of his life. We're gonna have a good time. I I need somebody to dress me. I miss Martin. We used to look at the magazines together. And he said, Vicky, this would make your waist look like this, or this would. And I was like, yeah, Martin, you think so? He said, and I would go get it, and I would look so good in it. And I would just like hug him, like not like a kiss, but just like, oh, Martin, thank you so much. Anyway, Martin got caught up in the AIDS epidemic and died. So, I'll let you know when I'm coming back on live. Share, tell a friend, hit the thumbs up. Thanks for coming in to the chat. And I'll see you on my next live. We're going to talk about Martin. We're probably going to name him because I knew if he was alive, he would have a badass name. See ya.